And again, okay, now we are recording, I believe. I don't know why that red button's on. Anyway, so what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? I am back, trying something new. I think I'm in this kind of YouTube arc, or whatever you want to call it, where I'm kind of just fucking around and finding out of just different things that are kind of on the tree, the big tree of fitness and health and stuff like that. So if you missed, I just did a video of reviewing this guy, what is this? Not the Aura, the Luna Ring, which I'm kind of meh about. So today what I'm gonna try to do is a under 50-minute lower body workout for strength, for some mobility, some hypertrophy, some power, some force production, some jumping, a lot of goodness, okay? My life has been pretty damn busy right now. I've had a new puppy for about 3 weeks. I've been busy with just trying to build my business, my online coaching, which if you're interested, all the description link stuff will be below in the description box, whatever. And this is something I haven't seen as much of on YouTube. Not that I'm even looking for this, but these pseudo kind of, I don't know if you want to call them follow along type exercises, but for people that are, let's call it kind of moderate to advanced, and those that care a little bit more or starting to delve a little bit into the building tolerance, learning how to jump again, doing stuff that incorporates other training qualities than just hypertrophy. It seems like you have a fuck ton of hypertrophy, or you have like very on the other side of performance, like just straight performance. I'm a little bit of everything. And I know what is that is that hybrid training? I guess, but what I see in the hybrid space is it's just bodybuilding with running, okay? So I'm doing this kind of mix of it. There is some strength and conditioning stuff, but then there's probably a little bit more bodybuilding hypertrophy, because if I had to wrap up my goal, it would be to look decent. I know I'm not the most jacked individual out there. My opinion, my genetics just are not the best when it comes to getting as jacked as humanly possible, unfortunately. So right now it's just being fucking capable and then looking pretty good. That's literally all I care about. So that's the capability to be able to run, to be able to sprint, to be able to zig and zag and do all these things. I played pickleball for the first time over the weekend. It beat me up a little bit, but if I didn't do the exercises you're about to see, it would have fucking killed me. And honestly, I did really, really good for my fucking first time, okay? So I want to try to keep these under about 47 and a half minutes. I'm joking, but I did record a workout very similar to this the other day, and it was right around that mark. So originally I want to do 45. I'm gonna call it 47 and a half minutes and under. Lower body today to become stronger, jacked, more powerful, more resilient, get some of that jumping back, get some of that, just overall stability and control of your ankles and your knees and your calves, blah, 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 blah. So that is the intro for all of you. Now, let's get into it. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Normally when I film stuff, it takes me for forever, so I'm just trying to kind of set something up. I have a camera going here, a camera going here. This is the Osmo Pocket, whatever the fuck it's called, and then I have my fancier one over here. So we'll see how this works. But I'm going to start a strength workout, and again, I'm gonna try to stay under that like 47 and a half minute mark. So without further ado, let's fucking get it, sir. Okay, so what I start off with here is jumping right into it. You can see pretty bare bones in my garage. I have an open trap bar. I have a shitty bench that I'm gonna get, sandbag, adjustable dumbbells up to 70s, TRX resistance bands. This is what I'm starting with, okay? So this is also why this will be a great kind of follow along thing, because it's a couple $100, dude. Anything could buy. Here's the only expensive one. You'll see later, I do have the Tib Bar Guy GHD Nordic thing, which I was able to score for pretty much free. Review coming soon on that one here. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking, let's get into it. First thing I do, extensive plyos, great warm up, and then I just pick a dynamic stretch as I'm going through this. So let's get it, okay? Dum, dum, dum. So I'm just gonna start stationary here. You can put a timer on, or you can just go for contacts. I'm usually, again, if you're starting with these, maybe you go 20 contacts, build up like 50 or so. So I'm not counting. I just do these for feel. And again, it's not that serious with these extensive pogos. I'm just trying to be pretty quick and snappy off of my ankles here. And then I will kind of swap between a few different where I'm going kind of in and out, side to side, et cetera, et cetera. So boom, boom, boom. Perfect. There's that. And then I pick a dynamic stretch. So this is one of my favorite ones because I'm fucking lazy, okay? This is a half kneeling hip flexor hamstring flow. Okay. Other side. So yeah, because of just life and being busy right now, it has been hard. I hate being like, I'm not comparing the puppy to a child or whatever, but it is kind of like he's napping right now. Luckily they nap a good amount, so it's like every fucking hour and a half he goes down for close to an hour and a half, 2 hours. So been trying to squeeze in workouts and stuff. So I'm just doing what's kind of convenient and efficient right now. But I know that'll speak to a lot of you that do have children and do run businesses and stuff like that, where you need to get in, you need to get out, and you want something that is digestible, it's practical for you. And ideally, again, checks a lot of boxes. That's why I like the capable thing. Whether it's trying to fucking chase after your kids for years to come or whatever, or just making sure your heart doesn't explode like your dad or your grandpa's did or whatever, that's what we're here for, okay? So next one, let's go in and out. We'll see how this goes. The fancy camera is absolutely going to die, so I'll probably turn it off and keep with this one. Again, have fun with it. I'm turning this one off. We don't need this fanciness right now. Okay. Then from there, so we did a little hip flexion, hip extension. (90-90) hip rotations, 90-90 shin box, whatever the fuck you want to call this thing. Working hip, internal, external rotation. So again, because I'm focusing on lower body, it's like, let's pick something that is more this sagittal plane flexion extension. Let's pick something that's kind of rotation based, internal, external rotation of the hip. And then I'll do something that's either abduction based or something that's kind of my weakness, which is always this posterior chain hamstring hip flexion thing. So I'll probably actually do an active straight leg raise after that, and then get started with my first pair of exercises, which is going to be more of like a power force production based exercise complex. Again, the goal here is quick, efficient, in checking some boxes. This is going to be more of the, again, kind of jack of all trades type exercises. No, it's not going to be, that's not the best for hypertrophy. No fucking shit. It's not going to be the best for just power, but we're going to touch on a lot of those. I think for most of you out there, that's all you need, okay? Again, I would not be prescribing this to some professional athletes whose livelihood and money is on the line right now, okay? All right, so let's go front and back with it. Again, we're just thinking of getting some nice, good quality contacts here. Nice and springy. Just good for just overall kind of tissue quality and keeping some good stiffness through the ankles, which is good. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're coming back in. Active straight leg raise. Again, this one is more somewhat unique to me because my hamstrings suck asshole. Okay, we can still see me. So let's give this a go. One leg coming up, let's find like an 8 out of 10. Coming up and down for 10. A little switcheroni, same thing. I'm really hoping I'm just gonna become the new fucking way smaller Sam Sulek. And all I have to do is just upload my workouts every day. And then I'm gonna have like 17 Bugattis. I can't fucking wait. I can't wait. Okay. Done with that, sir. Now let's slalom action it. So, and again, if you're new to pogos, don't overthink it. And that's coming from an overthinker that would overthink it. Wait, Chase, this is new. Do I go stationary? Do I go front and back? Do I go side to side? What do I do? What do I do? Just have fun with it. I would worry more about right now the amount of contacts. So meaning, pick any of these variations. Just don't do a million of them. Start with 20. Add in 5 or 10 each week or something like that. You can go through all these variations. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Cool beans. And I'm gonna do this one. It's like a side plank variation, but great for the hip abductors and adductors. So what you do here, 1 foot on, 1 foot below, and you're pushing with both as you're doing this side plank. So you're getting some of this kind of hip pelvic motion here, but 1 foot's going down. So adductors on this one, and then abductors on the bottom one. I get a little hip shifting, get a little lotion motion. About 10-ish. I don't even know, dude. I'm not counting right now. At that. Okay. And then I'm gonna hit one more extensive plyo and then just take a little breather, and I'll turn off the camera because I'm gonna set up this next one, but I will keep the timer going because I want you guys to know in real time how long this is taking. We're at 9 minutes and 7 seconds right now. So last extensive plyo that I'll do is gonna be from this staggered. So again, we think of double leg, then I think of this like 1.5 leg, and then we'll progress to single leg. So I'll do this 1.5 leg. So just sit up here, boom. And I usually just kind of have fun with these. Kind of go side to side, let some front back. Again, have fun with it. This is probably gonna be so annoying. Again, just some decent contacts. It's not that serious. Cool beans. And then I'm gonna switch, so now I'll go right foot forward. Same exact thing. Have fun with it. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, yeah. Doom 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 doom. Happy, 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 happy. Okay, I'm gonna call that the kind of warm-up sequence with the extensive pogos. Done and dusted, 10:30. I'm gonna set this up, give me 1 minute just to preserve some battery, because I don't know how long this is gonna last. I don't know how big of a memory card. I don't know shit from shit, okay? I'll be back in a sec. Test, 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 test. All right, I think we're good. Put it on my hat. Hopefully it doesn't fly off. Okay. So let's get into it. I'm taking too long, 13 minutes. So first sequence here. And again, this one is more of like some of my jumping shit. This is force production. This is moving stuff fucking fast, okay? This is important quality, okay? It's important quality to train. It's important quality to have tolerance to, Because if you're playing with your kids, if you're doing anything in fucking life, it happens fast, okay? So we want to be able to practice. Again, practice so we're good at the skill set, but practice also so we have good tolerance to that. There's a reason why people that have not run and sprinted for years go out to sprint 3 miles per hour and tear a hammy, pull a hammy, whatever the fuck, is because they don't have much tolerance because they lost a ton of tolerance to it. So this stuff is good to fucking train. So 3 different exercises here. We're going to do a trap bar. This ends up being a high pull. You can do a high pull or you can do a power shrug. I work with the weight I have. I only have 25s, 15s, and 10s. So because I'm so fucking yoked and strong, I gotta pull this motherfucker up high. Ideally, I get a barbell in here and some crash pads so I can do some cleans, clean pulls, panda pulls, power cleans, whatever. But this has done me okay, so we're gonna keep doing it. So we have that for number 1. Then we have a drop jump, depth jump, drop jump, depth drop, drop jump. I don't know. It's the one that I always get those confused. It's the one where you step off the box and we're actually sinking into it. So a little bit longer on the ground we're holding. It's gonna be a little bit more powerful. It's gonna replicate more of like an actual jump than a more like an elastic type of jump, if that makes sense. And then we have a little deep tier squatty jump to hold some good tolerance in those kind of deeper joint angles and stuff like that. So I'm gonna shut the fuck up and I'm gonna go for it. So I'm just gonna do 6. So since this is my first round here, I'm gonna ease into it. I'm not gonna go 100% right out of the gate, okay? Here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Jesus. That was smooth. Okay. I don't know how many you did there. Somewhere 6 to 8. Again, on that warm-up round. So I tell my clients is like, do enough to feel good. Get used to the movement. Warm yourself up, but trying to stay away from fatigue. Again, it's pretty light, so I wasn't worried about fatigue. So yeah, there's a Goldilocks zone. If you're new, I'd rather you probably over warm up than under because you don't want to hurt yourself. Anyway, let's do it. So now we'll go into that depth jump. So again, this one, just 3. Each round I'm gonna go a little bit higher, but if you're new to this, start low, okay? You need to build tolerance for this or you're going to fuck yourself up, all right? So let's do it. First one. There's 2. All right, there's 3. Okay. And the cadence I like for this one, about 30 seconds in between each exercise or so. And then I give myself about 2 minutes between sets. 4 total sets of this one, ramping up in weight. So the last thing, deep tier squatty plyo. If you're new to this, they look fucking funky, but they're great, okay? I'm gonna go off the edge because I do like a tiny little bit of heel raise. All we're doing is sinking into a squat. You can do this for time, you can do this for contacts. I'm gonna do about 20 contacts, but I have built this up over the last couple weeks. So boom, boom. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's set 1, 17 minutes, 20 seconds in. I'll see you in about 1.5 minutes for set number 2. All right, fam, we're back. Set number 2. Whew. All right, so I'm just gonna stick with sets of 5 from here on out, and I just increase intensity or the load on there. So I just threw 15s on each side. So it's a bit heavier on this one, and same thing. And I treat these very similar to like a clean. So meaning I kind of take my time as I break the bar off the floor. Once it starts passing the knees, that's when I'm like, fucking go. And I really try to drive some good triple extension. And then control the bar. Like, again, ideally I'd probably have crash pads and just let the fucking bar drop. But these are shitty Walmart plates and it's gonna be super fucking loud and I don't wanna be an asshole neighbor. So anyway, I do kind of control it the best I can without fucking myself up. All right, let's do it. Okay, 5 total reps here. So again, I'm just thinking, lock in, nice brace, control, and then fucking explode. Again, take your time. I'd rather you rest, again, at 30-ish seconds, because we're thinking quality on these ones. This one's not about fatiguing the fuck out of yourself and burn, blah, 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 blah. It's quality, it's intent, it's fucking speed, okay? I see that. Everyone wants to turn everything into fucking cardio, especially jumps. No, motherfucker, you wanna jump high? Quality, take your time with this. So, I'm sticking with triples. I'm going a little bit higher on the box. Last week I did 2 at this height, 1 at the highest height of this box. So now I'm gonna do one here and then 2 at the highest height of the box. Okay, same thing. Sinking in, but then I'm thinking fucking explode. Yep. Yep. Last one here, make it count. Yep. There we go. Same thing. Cool it down. Let me get my 20 contacts nice and low. Oh, shit, I forgot that's on there. Hopefully this audio works. I'm gonna be really upset if it just came out like fucking trash. All right, here we go. I gotta speed this up. And here we go. Two sets down, 2 more working sets here. So, and to be honest, those last 2 are kind of my warm-up acclimation sets. It's these next 2 that I consider my actual like fucking working sets. And what I've been doing, I start 4 sets. Second exercise is about 3 sets in total. Last exercise, 2 sets. Again, the whole goal, efficient, quick. Get this shit done, touch on a lot of fucking qualities so you can be jacked and capable for fucking forever. All right, I'll be back in about a minute and a half. All right, set number 3, first of the true working sets. I'm gonna film on my fancy camera too. Let's see if this looks super cool. Probably looks lame as shit. Let's see. Let's see. All right, here we go, fam. Same thing, 5 reps. Control, take your time. Think about positioning and then fucking explode. Here we go. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I think I pooped myself. All right, 30 seconds. Move this guy, move the fancy one. See how high I can fucking fly, boys. Now we're going high. Just more velocity, falling from a higher distance. I gotta go so far back because I can jump just so incredibly high. All right, fam. Okay, same thing, just a triple over here. High intent, high power. Sink, and then I think I'm exploding from that deep position as fast as I can. All right, here we go. Today's. Last one. One más. Probably should have got a hair lower there, but that's all right. That's all right. That's okay. Because I fucking suck anyway. All right, here we go. I'm gonna jam these squatties out. All right. Woo! One more set, see you in 2 minutes. All right, fam. I don't know why I keep saying all right, fam. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? All right, last set here. Again, final set of this power sequence. Remember, it's fucking quality, man. Quality, quality. These ones, it's weird, like they're not as hard as some like Widowmaker set of 20, but it is easy to get a little bit lazy on these ones. And again, I keep saying intent, but yes, the goal is, especially with this power stuff, especially with anything where we're moving, trying to move quick, we're trying to jump higher, we're trying to sprint faster, we need some good intent here, okay? So, last one, let's not get fucking lazy with this, even though I don't want to be doing this. It's hot as shit in the fucking garage. I want to be done, so let's do it. Yes, sir, come on. Yep. Yeah, buddy. Hi-ya! Come on, motherfucker. Fuck you, bitch. All right, done with those. Made that trap bar my bitch. Jesus Christ. Honestly, a big part too, why I hope people are interested in this, is because I don't want to fucking work out right now. And this helps motivate me and keep me engaged to do this fucking shit. So yeah, there you go. Selfishly, I'm just trying to get everything out of this. All the Bugattis, all the motivation, so I don't turn into a fat fucking slob. All right, shut the fuck up, let's go. Let's go. Look at this shit, dude. Earthquake test. Whoop. And I'm fucking equal packets into that bitch. Here we go. All right, last three. Oh. Come on, motherfucker. Fast. Let's go. Yeah. Last one. Gotcha. Son of a bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you, asshole. Fuck you. All right. One more little squatty potty. And we gotta fucking burn it on these next ones. Fucking burn it, bro. All right. Last one of 20, let's get it. Wow. Ooh. Whoo! Okay, there's my A's. A sequence, A1, 2, A1, A2, A3. Again, trap bar, fucking high pull, power shrug. 2, depth jump. I think it's a depth jump. I hate it. It pisses me off that I get confused with that and the drop jump. But yeah, I think depth jump. And then number 3 is some of that deep tier shit, which I think has been really cool to add in. Jump Science, I think is his name. If you're interested, just let me know and I'll send you the guy's Instagram that has popularized all this deep tier and a lot of different plyo, just education stuff. I'm gonna take another minute here and then we'll get into my next sequence, which right now for this training block is an alternating reverse lunge with a little bit of rotation so we can get a little bit more stretch on that glute. And then I have a reverse crunch. That's, again, dude, I'm not married to any of this shit. I do a training block for somewhere between 4 to 8 weeks, depending on my goal and if I get bored, and then I switch up the exercises. Sometimes I'll keep primary and switch secondaries. So for the core stuff, that might not last as long as the lunges. So meaning my B1, I might keep the lunges for 8 weeks, but maybe I switch out the core every 4 weeks. There's certain exercises and body parts, at least for me, that I feel variation is probably a higher value than like progressive overload, if that makes sense. And I still am going to be progressive overloading, but I think I would rather like spend 4 weeks on a reverse crunch or some flexion based exercise and then switch up to a rotation based exercise over doing 8 weeks of reverse crunches and trying to build those, because you do see some diminishing returns on some of those exercises. So again, this is just what I'm thinking about right now and what's worked well for me. It's all kind of relative at the end of the day. All right, let me take another minute so I can fucking breathe and grab some water. See you in a sec. Okay. Let's get into this shit. It's taking too long. We're at 36 minutes. I might go over by a minute or two, but I swear it's because it's filming, all right? It's not because this takes forever. You can probably get this shit done in like 35 minutes if you're jamming. But remember, quality. I would rather you rest a little bit longer if you have the time for it to produce a higher level of output during the set. So always keep that in mind. Like when people are like, is it okay to rest longer? I'm like, if you're gonna fucking use that rest, motherfucker, then yes, absolutely. If not, and you're gonna lollygag, then fucking rest 4 seconds, dude. Okay. So what I've been doing on this one, I started where I did 8, 7, 6 reps each side on this one. I had 30-pound dumbbells, 50-pound dumbbells, 70-pound dumbbells. And I've honestly just been making the last set more. No, I lied. I think I did 8, 8, 7, then I did 8, 8, 8 last week. So I'll probably stick with that. So 8 with the 30s, 8 with the 50s, and on the 70s. We'll see. If I can go to 9 or 10, that's fine. That's where my dumbbells, I can grab a sandbag, I can grab a vest. All right, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. All right, here we go. All right, 30s. And again, you can just do normal standard reverse alternating lunges. I give a little bit of rotation towards the working leg to get a little bit more glute involvement. Then you get some nuance of some hip external rotation, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it's just a tad fucking bit, nothing crazy here. This is mainly, again, warm up kind of clearance round. If you're gonna rotate, make sure you're keeping that big toe down, okay? You're gonna wanna kind of pull up on the outside of your feet. Don't do that shit. Kind of defeats some of the purpose there. I think I got one extra. Okay. And then right now, I've been pairing that with the reverse crunch. Let's see. Although, geez, guys, this setup sucks. This bench is a pile of fucking dookie. I bought this years ago because that was when I was in Vegas. I would train people at a park, and this folds up. Okay, go look at this shit. Oh yeah, dude, that's fucking sick, bro. So reverse crunches are fucking annoying because every time I come up, it's this and goes down. So if any company wants to send me a new fucking bench so I don't have to buy one, hit me up. All right, let's do it. A lot of different ways to do this. I was just saying a lot of different ways to skin a cat, which is such a strange saying, by the way. I don't know. There's some weird sayings or whatever they're actually called, that you're like, who fucking said that? And people were just like, yeah, it's fucking Billy said he skins cats. That's cool. What? Whoever first said that, if they weren't like, what? Fucking weird. Okay. So I'm playing around with these where I'm actually extending my legs to get a little bit more challenge from the lengthened position. Do them however the fuck you want. Just watch too much momentum. But yes, crunch up, suck your balls. Trying to control here. Yep. The old self suck. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Nice, Gucci for that one. Whew. Okay. Now, on these exercises, as I progress to the next, so from the A's, I rest around 2 minutes. B's, minute and a half, and then the C's, I just try to get it done in like a minute. I'm definitely gonna go over my timer. I'm at 41 and a half. Give me one more minute and I'll see you for set 2 on the lunges. All right, let's get into set number 2. So let's increase these, go 50s. Also, working out in silence, so much fucking fun. So you're welcome, because I don't want to get written, whatever. Yeah, because I know I can't monetize this for all fucking 14 of you. Okay. All right, here we go. It's 8. Yes. Whoa. Ooh. 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 Yeah. Oh, fucking shit. Okay. And same, just like the last exercise. Try to take like 30 seconds. It's like, I'm trying to cross that threshold of like, what's the least amount of rest to keep quality high? You know what I'm saying? Since I'm trying to do these in a set amount of time, we have a time constraint. And you always have to take that into consideration. And that's where it's always annoying hearing the fucking optimal crew, rest 17 minutes. Like, bitch, I have a client that has 53 minutes with me. If I rest 17 minutes, they can do 2 exercises, okay? So yes, although it's suboptimal, they're able to get more volume, which I think is generally going to be a better outcome for, especially my kind of general population clients. So anyway, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Let's do another one. Goal here is 9 to 10. If quality's good. I still wanna leave like 1 to 2 in reserve, not go full failure. Final set, if I wanna go full, that's okay. It's really nice knowing I'm not on the receiving end of what probably sounds like some weird fucking crazy wild porn. I did that for years, where your parents are like, what the fuck is he watching? We swear it's Jay Cutler, man. It's Ronnie Coleman. Yeah, anyway. One more set. I'll be back in a minute. All right, last set of these ones. Oh wait, you gotta turn got the fancy camera on too. Who knows if I'm even gonna do anything with this? I'm trying to pretend like I'm extremely technological videographer person, which I am not. Okay, so let's do it. We got these 70s. Yeah, so it's 8 to match for next week, so we don't fucking match up in here. So I'm getting more than 8. Generally, I don't like to go too far. Like in this training block, I'm actually trying to keep it around 8. So what I'll probably do next week, I just don't feel like doing this because I'm already out of time. I have a vest, so I'll probably do that to increase load. And the reason being, again, for this training block, I am just going for more of an intensification block, so meaning adding load. Also, I'm trying to limit as much fatigue to the legs as I can because running volume is up too. So at least for me, I find better results when it comes to fatigue management of going a bit heavier and less reps as opposed to lower reps, higher weight. Jesus Christ, lower weight, higher reps. All right, let's go. Yappa, yappa. All right, here we go. Oh shit. I think I fucking blew an O-ring. All right. I got my 9. 9. Okay. 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 One more time. This ghetto ass reverse crunch thing. Let's see here. I don't want to see my face this close. What the fuck? Okay. Still recording. Still in. Still in. You can see both. Hello. 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 Oh shit. I fucked up, guys. I'm at 51 minutes. I promise, if I wasn't doing all this bullshit, we'd be able to get this done in the 47 and a half. This isn't too bad. Normally when I film, it takes like twice as long. So we have this and then 2 sets. So I should still be able to get this done under an hour, which again, I think for you in real time, and I can extrapolate the math if I wanted to on doing all this shit, but anyway, you'll be able to get this done in 47 and a half minutes or under, guaranteed, or your money back. Okay, last one here. Let's see what we can do. Yes, sir. Again, both cameras. Okay. There's our 3 sets of the B series. B1, alternating reverse lunge. B2 for this training block, this reverse crunch, which I'm still trying to stay this one, probably 8 to 10. As soon as I get my sets 8 to 10, from 8 to 10, we'll increase the height of this, increase the challenge. This one I was trying to do a similar thing, but I ran out of weight. And then I forgot I had the weight vest and I don't feel like grabbing it from my basement and stuff. So give me 1 minute and then we'll finish off this last series. It's just C1, C2, a bit of accessories. So we're gonna fuck around with the Nordics. It's a regressed version of a Nordic. I'm working my way back. So just hamstring. And then we have, again, in this training block, I'm working on a little rotation. So 2 rounds of that one and we'll be finished. All right, see ya in a fucking minute. Okay, welcome to the last series. So this is gonna be Nordic-ish, regress Nordic. Got this guy a few months ago, and I'm actually gonna do a review. This is from the Tib Bar guy. Overall, I've been liking it. Honestly, my goal was somewhere at 30, I can do Nordics, and also just hyper extension, like 45-degree hypers. Looked at a lot of different products and stuff like that, and because I'm a stingy, cheap motherfucker, I reached out to them, and this was the one that gave me the best discount. Out of the 3 that I fucking messaged, so just transparency there. But overall, again, I'm liking it. I think it's a fair price compared to some of the other ones. So anyway, you can watch my I'm not gonna turn this into a goddamn review. So let's do it. So what I've been doing, you can choose the degrees starting at 45 down. Each week, I've just been kind of dropping it. I used to be able to do these pretty good, so just keep that in mind too. I'm not a beginner of this, but I have lost some tolerance, so I need to spend a few weeks because if not, it feels like your hamstrings are just gonna fucking burst out of your goddamn fucking body. Okay. All right, so we are on 35 or 30 degrees. So last week I did 35, then 25. Today I'm gonna try to do 30, then 20. First set I usually do around 6 to 8 or so. And then last set around 5 to 6. Okay, let's see. So kind of control that descent. Six is good. 6 is good. And then I'm working this kind of wide stance, straddle stance, whatever stance rotation. And again, this is what I'm just choosing for this training block. I know I keep reiterating that, but I think I get a little upset because you see so much bickering, arguing about exercises like you're tied down to one for forever, and it's fucking stupid. It's like, I thought you said a single arm behind the back preacher curl. It's like, bitch, we're gonna do about 9,000 different bicep exercises, tricep exercise, chest back, whatever. So why are we arguing about the one? What are the people doing? Well, if you can only choose one fucking exercise, like what? So I'm gonna be locked up in fucking Guantanamo Bays eating fucking cock meat sandwiches and I can do one exercise? Like, come on, I understand the thought-provokingness of it, but it's fucking stupid, okay? So again, I got some rotation. This one, I'm just going fucking wide as a motherfucker. This isn't a comfortable position for my hips, so I just try to essentially just spend some fucking time here, okay? So nice and wide. I rotate myself away a little bit just so I can get some tension in the fucking beginning. And then quick breather between sides. Now, you fucking dirty pervs, you get to see my good side. The same exact thing on this side. All right. Yeah. Son of a bitch. Fuck. All right. One. Thought that was my girlfriend. She's coming home. She's probably gonna open the garage. I'm a weirdo. I like my privacy. Even though I'd probably get the whole neighborhood training because I'm fine. Anyway, I'll see you in a minute. Okay. Last set. So, this might be entertaining for y'all at home. I didn't realize I went from 25 degrees, unless I'm in the wrong hole. I hate when that happens. The next one is this, which is not quite zero or on the floor, but I don't know if I'm ready for this. So either way, this will be good footage because I'll either fucking do it and surprise myself or I'll end up on some fail video that you guys can clip and put on TikTok and make $1 billion. So without further ado, here we go. All right, let's see how this fucking goes. I also, for any of you that have this and it's like, why isn't it long? I just keep the 45-degree hyper thing. There is an extension so you can go all the way. Fuck that shit. I'm also just too fucking lazy. And sometimes it's nice to get a little momentum from the bottom and I'm okay with that. So let's see how this goes. I've never done these from here. Ah! Son of a bitch. Oh yeah, baby. Fucking easy mode. Let's go. Fucking go. Oh yeah. Yes. 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 Motherfucker. I'm keeping him at 5. Woo! I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. Let's do a little swivel. My fancy camera's gonna die. My fancy camera's gonna die. Wait, don't die on me, fancy camera. We got one other thing. Hold on. Hold, please. Hold, please. Hold, please. 11%. All right. because I know you guys need that fucking 9K to zoom in on my ding dong or whatever you fucking weirdos are doing. Okay, rotate away, give me some good tension from the start. Lock in those fucking glutes. Fucking get it. Yeah. Yeah. Whew. Last fucking set. Last fucking set. Last fucking set. Or side, or whatever. Okay, I want to get this done. Okay. Little incomplete rest never hurt nobody. All right. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's get it. Just, oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. All right. Fancy camera off. I'll hit you with that recap here in 1 second. Oh, all right, you bunch of fucking diddlers. Okay, we did it. Come here. Come a little closer to me. Come a little closer. All right, so I'm gonna stop that. All right. Okay, I fudged. That technically was, let's see if you can see. Can you see? I don't know if you can see that, but that was an hour. That was an hour and 5 minutes and 46 seconds. But, I know I keep reiterating. I promise, I timed this last week because I wanted to make sure. I'm like, okay, I think if there's some quick stuff, because that's the whole point of this video series. Can we do this in a fucking convenient way with not, well, you need, you know, the fucking cable machine and this, and you need a prime where you can select the resistance profile? No, dude. I have maybe a couple $100s worth of equipment, legit. I got those power blocks up to 70 pounds. They were a deal on woot.com. If you know, you know, it's just deals across the internet or whatever. For like 350 bucks for both of them, up to 70s, okay? I have that, the trap bar. I got on some fucking Prime deal or Black Friday from Walmart. Walmart.com, dude. It's a piece of fucking shit. There's shavings everywhere, but again, it fucking works, man. And you can always upgrade too. I wanted to open trap bar because you can do like split squats, reverse lunges, and load them up pretty heavy. Same thing with those essential everyday plates. Dude, they're fucking trash. I got them for like $150 for 25s, 15s, 10s. I will upgrade those pretty soon. And then I have miscellaneous shit. That bench sucks. It was like $150 from Amazon. And then I have resistance band. Pack of those is like 20 bucks. And then some balls and some other shit that I probably will implement on some of my upper body days and whatnot. But again, this is relatively cheap. So I do think pretty much if you have a garage space, that's probably the hottest commodity here, is just having a little bit of real estate to be able to do this in. But again, I don't see many channels like this where it's like, I actually do this shit and it's not just lame fucking bicep curls with resistance bands. Like, this is how you can become strong and capable and get a lot of your athleticism back. That is kind of like this whole goal. I spent a lot of time in hypertrophy, as you can tell, because I'm just like the biggest fucking mass monster ever. No, again, my genetics suck fucking asshole. And I got into an endurance stuff. I did my first sprint triathlon with my dad a couple years ago, won my fucking age group. It was a small one, so it's not that big to brag about. And then I don't want to say fell in love because it took a long time, but then also just kind of realized that only doing hypertrophy, it just wasn't suiting me really well. I was doing it for like, the diminishing returns was so serious that I was basically able to gain almost nothing. So I was kind of like, well, let's see if there's other qualities I can regain or improve on while keeping most of my my muscle mass, essentially. And this is basically as big as I've ever been, which is fucking sad. I know that. But now I feel so much better running, sprinting, jumping. I've been able to get a lot of my vert back. I used to be able to jump, my best standing was like 32, running was like 34, 35. Now I'm like, I might want to try to fucking dunk after 33. I might have that as a goal too, but I just feel fucking better, dude. I feel better. I'm able to perform better. I'm much more of a capable fucking human being. Whatever you want to throw at me, I don't give a shit if it's 19 layovers and doing 30,000 steps at the fucking airport, running after your kids, doing a 14 or snowboarding, whatever you want. This will be good for you. I fucking promise this is better than any other Flex magazine, Muscle and Fitness, or just some random cookie cutter hypertrophy thing that you see all the fucking time. Not to talk shit about some of these other, but you just see all of them, okay? Cool. Are you planning on being a fucking bodybuilding and getting on stage? And I'm not using that to like diminish hypertrophy work, because I still do a fuck ton of hypertrophy because I told you I want to look good, but I don't think you need to do it to the nth degree. So that's where, because I've been obsessed with this for almost fucking 20 years, I figured out where the diminishing returns is, where it's like, okay, do we need that 5th exercise for hypertrophy, or can we train some of these other qualities so we can get 98% of the hypertrophy work that some of these other programs are doing, but then I'm also giving you the jumping, the sprinting, the tolerance, all this other shit. All right, I'm getting fucking annoying now. So anyway, there's the workout for the day. Again, that A series was that trap bar, power shrug, high pull. Then we had that fucking depth jump, and then we had those deep tier squatty jumps, okay? And before that, it was the extensive plyos, great for just general tissue tolerance and stiffness of the ankles, mixed in with some dynamic warm-ups, just to get the body moving and just to not lose any mobility. That was A series, and then B series was those reverse lunges. So those are good just for general hypertrophy, strength, and just health, knees, hips, blah, 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 blah. We paired that with that reverse crunch, which is just gonna be good for these kind of lower abs and hip flexors, which are very, very important for running, sprinting, jumping. And then we finished off with some of the accessory work on the Nordic. So this is a knee flexion exercise. I will alternate between knee flexion and knee extension exercises, but this one was for the hammies today. And then we got some good rotation, some more core work, oblique work, QL work. And again, just good tolerance of the spine. This is important. Doesn't matter if you're running, if you're walking, if you're throwing, if you're sprinting, if you're hitting a fucking baseball, if you're hitting a fucking golf ball, whatever. So that's why I am confident that any of you out there, this is probably a better program than what you're fucking following. So if you like it, let me know. Like below. Let me know what you think. If there's anything else you want me to do, if you want me to continue this series with some of the upper body stuff, I'd love to fucking do that. Honestly, like the big goal, big goal, big dream here is I do this, and then I also set up like a Train Heroic group or on my own fucking app or whatever, and I have all you guys fucking doing this shit, and we start a community, and it's fucking dope, and it's badass, and I'm able to get at least 37.5 Bugattis and all the other fucking shit would be fucking awesome. And it motivates me to work out. So anyway, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Peace!